Maybe. Good morning. This is Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing? We have Bridget here. And we have Kathy with Why Not's Hidden Treasures.
Morning.
Hope everybody's doing good. Go find the chat. Get that up and running. Hope everybody's having a good day. I think it's supposed to be hot here today.
It's nice so far here.
Like they were saying, like 90s and 100. So.
Oh
yeah. Wow.
That's just the way it is.
Time to stay in.
I'm happy with it. I'm glad it's summer, but yeah.
After the winter we had, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You guys got it. You had a bad winter. This last one.
That was
Morning,
bad.
Val. Morning, Hank. Carol. Cindy. If anybody else wants to come into the panel, let me know. I'll send you a link. I sent Shantae one. So, yeah.
Awesome.
How was your sales yesterday?
Mine were stinky yesterday. I think we got one thing early. And that was it. But everything was messing up. I had that lady message me on eBay saying that my shipping was $64 on a pair of capri pants.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so something was messing up, and then I couldn't get anything to upload correctly as far as shipping rates and stuff like that, and it just kept doing that error. So I don't know what they were doing, but I know that if you try to call eBay, they were about 10-15 minute wait time.
Oh, wow.
On those.
So everybody was calling.
Oh, yeah. And then this morning I went and did my printing, my shipping label. It looked different than it normally does. I don't know if I still have that or not. Let me see real quick. I tried to save it. I usually do a print screen, but it didn't look like our normal, the printing label. It came up some weird. Let me see if I still have it up. And I was like, okay, did I do something wrong? No, it's not still up there, but it was just really, I don't know if anybody's printed. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's printed shipping today or what, but it was kind of weird to me. So, but no, sales just was in the tank yesterday with them.
Mine were bad during the day, and then like in the evening they got better. So I don't know if it was the glitch or what.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, Carol. She said she sold one top.
Oh, good.
And it was one that she listed yesterday during the challenge.
Oh, good. I sold a pair of sandals I listed during the challenge about an hour later after it ended.
Don't you hate that?
That's a normal thing. That always happens.
It was on Poshmark too. My Poshmark's been good. I love it.
Good.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm just it was slow yesterday. I got one. I didn't get any sales yesterday on anything. It was yesterday was really dry. And then I didn't even know I had a sale on Poshmark this morning. I started looking at Poshmark, trying to do some sharing and stuff, and I had a sale. So like, well, at least that's something. That's a good way to start the morning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let us know.
So I was happy about that, but it's been slow lately. I tend to give a lot of my attention to Poshmark, and I need to share the love. I need to pay more attention to, just try to even it all out.
Yeah.
That's what I need to work on. I was thinking about it. Actually, I was thinking about it while I was sleeping.
I hate that.
I was like, I think I was kind of like, I was awake, but I was still, sleeping, trying to fall asleep or go back to sleep or whatever. And so I was thinking, well, if you just do like 10 listings a day just on eBay, and just try to keep that consistent, then that might bring the sales back because it's almost came to a halt.
Yeah.
So I need to get back into my, routine of listing and, maybe not even so much like cross posting, just like listing, things specifically for eBay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're going to have to figure something out, but.
Well, yesterday's glitches didn't help.
Right.
Terrible.
Right.
Oh
Yeah. That just makes it all bad.
Yeah. 10 times.
Have you checked this morning on your shipping? That item that you said was high shipping or whatever.
Yeah, I checked on it again this morning. It seems like everything is fine with it still, but I think I need to go through and just check to make sure all of them are kind of okay, just in case. But I'm glad somebody at least, because she was like, it says it's $64 for shipping. It must be some heavy material. I was like, yeah, I think that's a whole freaking roll, plus the kid, But I'm gonna go through and check all of them sometime today because I'm updating all of my eBay pictures anyway, so that what. And I've been the same way though. I haven't been really posting a whole lot on eBay. I've been trying to, pay attention more to Poshmark and stuff. And then I started that Venet that we was talking about the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I started it, so trying to get another platform out there. But
right.
I've got to get on eBay more. It's just me being lazy.
Well, you got so much going on and so many, that was the good thing about having the Anchor store and having eBay was you could just put everything up there. Yeah. You didn't have to worry about going here, but I agree. Poshmark has been great.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing really well over there. And so it's kind of, it seems like it's the norm to go where the sales are.
Yeah.
Right.
Wherever you're getting sales at, that's where you're going to focus on.
Yeah.
And so, I might.
Poshmark's a little more needy too. Like,
right.
You have to share and follow, and for eBay, you could just list it and it's there.
Yeah. I used to like when you could just set it and forget it, but
yeah.
not anymore. Like you got.
I've been selling on Together also. Like the past 2 days, I've sold 3 items on there.
Really?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Wow.
Usually on Together, I might get 1, 2 a month, maybe.
I forgot I even had it until I got an email.
You're like, oh, right.
I know.
Yay. Lori. Hi, Lori. How are you?
Morning, Lori.
Good morning. Oh, how are you?
Oh, we're doing good.
Hanging in there.
Me too. Still here.
That's good. You get to get your truck tomorrow?
Actually, I get to pick it up today. This afternoon, they called and said
great.
It's ready early. I was like, oh, yay.
That's awesome. But you're excited.
I'm hitting the yard sales.
That's awesome. Very good.
Morning, Cindy. Yeah, I was excited. They're like, oh, it's okay. You can come get it tomorrow now instead of Friday. I was like, yes.
Thank you.
You don't realize how much you miss your vehicle when you don't until you don't have one.
No.
So true.
Yeah.
But she's all fixed and ready to go. I was like, yay.
Good.
I sold those 2 hi-hats, Lori, a couple of days ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
What they sell for?
120 plus shipping.
A piece or together?
Together.
Oh, that's not bad.
They're used and they got got that wear on them. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't bad.
Sometimes that's what drummers want is the wear because it's already broke in, has that sound that they're looking for. So
yeah, we ended up selling those a couple of days later after we listed them. So
yeah,
I got a few more to go. Get rid of them. I got 3 drum sets we're trying to get together, and I got this guy that's coming to look at them local. I thought about doing shipping on them, but those suckers, I mean, there's some that's huge.
Oh, yeah, the bass drum.
Yeah, and I'm kind of scared with those because, I don't want them to get damaged, that little piece around there at all. Yeah. So we have a guy that's going to come look at them. Whatever he don't want them, have to list online. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, finally sold those. Get the rest of them up today. That'll be
good.
Yeah, if you did pack them, you'd have to pack them inside of one another, and that can get tricky because you got to use a lot of styrofoam and stuff for that. So.
Oh yeah, I would probably take those and get those. Have those somebody else pack those.
Yeah, I would too. Take them to UPS and say, "Here you go."
Well, I do. That's where I do. I take my symbols to UPS because she does really good, and she only charges me for the box. She don't charge me for peanuts or the pack.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Yeah. And it's like $6 for 20 by 20 by 16, and she packs it, tapes it, gives it to me. Here you go.
Wow, for $6, that's worth it.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
So I take it to her all day long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I would too.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that way I know at least it gets there. You know, it'll get there in one piece, and I don't have to deal with it.
Well, the guy that bought my bow, that Bear recurve bow, was really impressed with my packaging. I wrapped it in pool noodles.
Oh God!
Well,
Wrapped it in pool noodles, and then I built a box for it. And he said he's never seen anything packed so well in his life.
that's a good sign. That's great.
Good. I said, well, considering it was going across country, yeah, I wanted to make sure it got there in one piece for what he paid for it. So
Sure.
he was impressed with that. He said it took him 20 minutes to get it out of the box. he said that's how I knew it was packed well. When it took me that long to get the box open and get it out. So
That's good though. You make sure it gets there.
I was like, I guarantee I can pack a raw egg and send it to California and it'd still be intact when it gets there.
Gosh.
Funny. Not too these days.
Oh, I tell you what, my eBay's been slim and none. I sold one item day before yesterday, and that was it. And I've been listing and listing every chance I get, and still slow. I don't know if it has to do with because I'm not offering free returns or what, but I'm still going to stick to my guns.
Yeah.
I don't offer free returns, and mine's okay.
I mean, it's like still listing the same stuff that I listed last year that was selling so good, and everything that's still selling now, the trending stuff, I'm finding that and listing it, and it's nothing. Like, okay.
Yeah. That's us. Stuff we've had for 3 years. Build-A-Bear workshop clothing sold, and we ain't sold that in 3 years.
Right.
But stuff that I'm listing new, I don't even try to figure it out anymore.
I think it's just the time of the year. I think it's where everybody's out on their vacations. They're out at the beach. They're out at the amusement parks. They're not sitting in front of their computers, because it seems like when I do get sales, they're later in the evening. Mm-hmm. So when people are either home, and so that's working in manufacturing, we had that same issue this time of year where everything's slowed down. So I'm thinking we're suffering from the same thing. So
yeah,
with that and all the updates that they're doing. And
that can't be helping anything either, because I know a lot of people were saying there was glitch. It was real glitchy and stuff, and so it's like, well, that can't help us any when they decide that. Why fix it when it's not broke? I don't understand why they kind of keep going in there and tweaking everything. It's like, leave it alone for a while. And I noticed on the mobile app, when you would hit your sold and completes, it would come up as green if it sold. It doesn't do that anymore on mine. So I don't know if anybody updated their app lately or not, but it's not coming up green on mine. It just has the sold date above and then what it sold for, but it's no longer green or red.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
I think my washer's about to take off. It did last night. It flung just bought a brand new thing of fabric softener, big old huge thing, and it flung it off onto the floor. We had too many towels in it. It was all lopsided. It busted that cap, and there was fabric softener everywhere. I come flying into the hallway and slid. I was like, okay, we have an issue here. I thought, well, if anything, the floor's going to smell really good.
It'd be very slippery, so be careful.
Yeah.
I heard a cha-ching.
It wasn't me.
That was me.
Woohoo!
It was an offer.
Nope, not me.
Or a transcriber machine.
Awesome.
That's good.
That's great.
Where's Sally at? Sleeping?
Probably. She had to work. I think tonight is her last night. So she's got to, and I think she has donuts again tonight. So she's got to go in at 8.
I could not make donuts. I would eat 2 for everyone I made. One for you, 2 for me.
Oops, that was a mistake, Ellie.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like when I used to make cupcakes for the kids. they didn't all go to the schools. Oops, I messed that one up. My daughter would be like, Mom, why is there only like 8? Well, I don't know.
Tell them to cut them in half. They'll be fine. It'll be enough for everybody.
You know, there's 30 kids in our class. Oh, okay. Guess I better make another batch.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Miss those days. Except for when they'd come to you the night before and say, oh, yeah, I forgot we need to bring cookies tomorrow. What?
Yep.
Your head.
What do I look like, Betty Crocker? I just do this and they pop up.
We're having a bake sale and I need 10 dozen of chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, ain't happening. Better go to Walmart.
Yeah,
my daughter used to do that all the time.
I hated that.
I know.
But we want you to make them. No, we're going to Kroger or someplace.
Somewhere on the school.
You'd asked me 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we could have done that, but not 2 hours from bedtime. No.
I've done that before. I've stayed up all night and made cookies.
Yep.
So they could have them in the morning. Yeah.
Yep.
Or make a costume that they need for Spirit Day or
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, been there, done that. It's like my son, he says, Mom, I have to be at Rudolph for the Christmas play tomorrow. So I'm like, what? So I went and got a brown sweatsuit and some antlers. There you go, and a real red nose. There you go.
You're all fit.
There you go. Oh.
Whatever works.
And my son wasn't little, so it was usually hard to find clothes because he was husky. That was always fun trying to find stuff to fit his butt. Oh my God. Because it seemed like all the other husky clothes were always picked through. My son.
Alana, you don't have a Poshmark account?
I know. Say, Alana, you better get one.
Girl.
You need to get one.
I got like 4 things on my Poshmark. I need to get some more on there.
That's good.
I'm thinking of start taking, because shoes are not doing well on eBay right now. So I'm thinking of taking them off of there and putting them on Posh and see how they do.
Or just cross list them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes seconds to cross list. It's so easy.
Can you do that? Can you cross list eBay? And I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yep.
Cross post all day long.
Oh, cool. I'll have to learn how to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video up today of how to cross post on how to snip tool and everything.
Okay.
And I got the videos up how to start it. And I've told anybody that they want to do like a private hangout or whatever, we could, and then I could, walk whoever through, get it set up or show them how to cross post if the videos are not enough. So, I mean, anybody can go in there and look at them. Definitely let us know. I'm willing to help anybody.
I think me and you need to do a private hangout, and you can show me how you do cross post, because I do it the hard way. Like I do it I go into one site, do the cross posting. I do one at a time.
Yeah,
is basically what I'm saying.
Oh,
okay. You had mentioned that you do several at a time.
Yeah, I do. I have all mine up and do mine all at the same time.
Yeah, I have to do the one at a time too, where I copy all the text, and then I go open this app and put it over here. Then I go over here and snag the photo, come over here, and drop it over here. So it's
that's what I do.
No, I just download all my photos to my computer and put them like in a folder. And then what I'll do is I'll get my listing up on eBay and kind of get everything, all my wording done up. And then I'll take that text and just copy. And then I'll have like sell my open, you have to sell on that item. And then I'll just go put my description in each one of them. And then as I'm pulling pictures on eBay while they're loading, I'll load all the pictures on the other one. So by the time they're all done loading, I'll go back to eBay, finish it up, post it, then finish up that on each one of them and just post as I go. It's real simple. I don't like the snipping tool because, like Sally, if you look at Sally's, like she says, she has that problem with that black line. Well, what that is whenever you put your picture into eBay, it pushes it down to a square photo, which you can have that outline anytime you crop it. So you're going to see that black line every time you snip the tool. So that's why I try to do mine on I do everything on the computer because I have fat fingers. So it's horrible. So I just do mine that way and it's faster for me and I can just pop them out just like that. And then after I'm done, I just go back and keep my cell 2 open, each one of them. And it's just faster that way for me.
Huh.
So,
have you ever had one sell on Posh and eBay at the same time, the same item?
I haven't had them sell at the same time because as soon as they'll sell like on one, I'll have them either on my phone or on my computer, and I'll go in and delete them right away. But if that was to ever happen, my eBay sale will stay, and I'll just have to figure out what to do with the Posh. But a lot of times you can offer a different brand or something else or something additional, and don't ding you like it does eBay. That's the good thing about Posh. And the other one so far that I see, they haven't dinged you. But yeah, we'll do a private hangout. I mean, I'll show you how to do mine. And and that way, maybe I'll help. I just don't like the snipping tool. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, because I would love to be a little more efficient with that because I find, sometimes it takes a lot for me to get back and do the cross posting on them.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get the listings up and then have to go back, and I just don't find the time to get back and do the cross posting. So some are cross posted, some are not.
Yeah.
And I would rather know that everything's on than, one here, one there.
Yeah.
And
that's what I did Sunday too. That's why I'm having to and going back and re-update everything. It's like, Kathy, you shouldn't have done that. You just did double work, It's like I was trying to be Todd. I didn't care about nothing else. Those pictures are horrible. I like,
that's what I'll try to do.
If I take
just get as much listed.
It's because that's the only reason. I'm trying to whoop Todd's butt in this challenge. Not like it ever happens.
We just have to give him a run for his money, though.
I know. I'm going to find some Polaroids somewhere. I'm sure I got somewhere around here.
Gotta do some good sourcing Saturday for Sunday.
Yes.
But
absolutely.
I think a lot of mine is like takes me so long. I have to research a lot of stuff. Like I'm not a fashion person. I'm a t-shirt, blue jean kind of girl, flip flop. So like all these different types of clothes. It's like, what is this? Am I, putting it for the right price? So it's I have to do a lot of research with clothing and some other older stuff too. So that's my long time.
Right.
But it'll come with time.
Oh, yeah.
It hadn't yet, but.
I need to make a list of brands to look for because I have no clue, I have no idea.
That's like my oldest sister. She knows designers and stuff. And I was the last person that she would have ever thought that would know designer clothing. Because I'm t-shirt, jeans, sweatshirt, tennis shoes. That's my comfort zone. And when we go shopping, I'm like, oh, this is, what's a Dolce or whatever. And she's like, oh, you know that name? I was like, oh, yeah. Or I'll pick up a Doobie and Burke bag and like,
oh yeah.
I don't know if this is fake or not. She's like, oh, you know that name too? I was like, just go away. I know what I'm doing.
I can't even say that name of that purse. So my husband makes fun of me the way I say it.
Doobie and Burke.
I call it Douchey and Burke. I'm like, I don't know what that is. My husband knows what I'm talking about. Douchey and Burke. You know that bag, that little thing.
My daughter got me my first one for my birthday.
Well, I called him Doomy and Burke forever. And my daughter's like,
"Oh, that's beautiful."
Cool. My daughter's like, Mom, it's not Doomy, it's Douche or something like that. It's like, oh, okay. Just don't say Doomy and Burke.
I don't know. I couldn't say Macari for the longest time. So I'm like, how am I going to sell on something I can't even say the words? I'm just going to sell it. I don't care. I'll figure it out later. It'll work.
What's that other one? Dolce and Gabbana or something like that.
Hey, Diana.
Oh.
Yeah, that is a beautiful bag.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
I've been wanting one, and she found it, and
that's cute.
She surprised me big time.
That's good.
Oh, I like that though.
That's so special when they, when the kids do that for us. They kind of give the love back to us. So
right.
I finally got my little mini Nintendo from Top Hatter. Look how big.
Oh my gosh! My son was just telling me about that.
Yeah, this one's what they call the clone. It's got 500 games on it, but it does have the original Nintendo games on it as well. But they didn't send it in a box. This is how I got it, in a padded envelope. I'm thinking,
wow!
Crap! I don't even know. I haven't tried it yet to see if it works, but I imagine it's been bounced around a while.
Where did you get that?
Top Hatter. It's a app. It's like a bidding app. I only paid like $12 for it.
Huh?
Oh man, I gotta look that up.
I mean, everything starts out at $1, and it's just $1 increments. So it's like 30 seconds bidding or something like that. So it's pretty cool. I got one for $7, one for $12, and then I paid $20 for one because I'm gonna give them as gifts. I was gonna try to sell them, but considering they're not coming in a box, I'm just gonna give them out as gifts probably.
Yeah.
For that price, I mean. The graphics aren't the greatest if you have an HD TV, but if you have an analog or something a little older than the newer TVs, they look pretty good. But I have one and I play it, so I like it.
I used to play Super Nintendo all the time.
Oh yeah, they got that on there. There's the Super Mario Brothers. It's got all kinds of. There's games I've never even heard of on there. I'm like, okay, what's that?
Wow.
And they couldn't use Zelda, so they call it Elf Legend. So they couldn't use Legend.
Oh.
So they call it Elf Legend. So basically the same game, just
right.
a bit different.
Huh.
I like Zelda.
Their jewelry on there is awesome. I love their jewelry. Normally stuff everything. If it's not white gold, it turns me green. And I got a diamond and ruby ring. It's a zirconia, but still it's real pretty and it didn't turn me green. It's the band is silver. But or white gold, I mean.
Huh.
So at least they claim it to be white gold. It hasn't turned me green yet, so we'll see.
We'll find out.
Yesterday during the challenge, I think it was like right before maybe 3:30, 3:45, something like that. My nephew called me, and so he's talking to me and everything. I sent him a letter because we haven't, I haven't seen him for a couple, probably 3 years. He's maybe 7 or 8, maybe. And so we just kind of lost track, and everything. So, and then I have his sister, Lucy. So I sent them a letter and I said, I'd love to connect with you a little more and write letters and, you guys can call me anytime. Just kind of put that out there for them and make an attempt. And so he called me yesterday. He's talking and everything. He's talking about all these games. Like he's a gamer, and he's talking about I don't know something about zombies or something like that. And okay, I don't know what this is going leading up to, but whatever. And he's like, so do you have like an Xbox 360? I'm like, I said, honey, I don't have any gaming. I don't do the gaming thing. Oh, he said, well, when you put in your letter connect, what did you mean by that? And I was like,
my gosh.
I just wanted to connect with you, as a person.
Oh.
And okay.
He thought you meant the Xbox Connect.
Yep.
Yes, that's exactly what he meant. Yeah, that was pretty good. But it was good just to talk to him and kind of see what was going on in his life and everything. So it was good. It was a good conversation. It was just, I think he was a little disappointed that
is that what you said?
I wasn't a gamer. his dad is huge. I mean, I think this kid had a handheld thingamajig or whatever. I think he was pretty much born with that in his hand, so.
Oh boy.
So yeah, but I didn't know anything about that kind of stuff. I think the last game that I played, we used to be big into like Rock Band and Guitar Hero and stuff, and I love that, but that was about as far as I got.
Yeah.
So just never been into that. Not my thing.
I know how to barely turn on the gaming systems, much less to test them, much less to play with them.
Right.
Like, y'all can have it.
Yeah. I collect them, so I have one of everything so far.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The only thing I don't have is the Atari 5200 and the 7800. I'm still on the look for those, but I'm a nerd at heart.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
No. I just have to ask my sons if anything like that. So, like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? I'm like, Mom, better
Here, let me do it.
I know. Better just come on over here.
Yeah.
I can't help you.
Oh.
I did email a lady at what's that, Christie's, that does that auction for paintings and stuff. I sent her some pictures. She emailed me back and asked me to send some pictures so she can look at that one that I have that I want to have appraised.
Right.
So I'm hoping I hear back from her today. I won't have to send very many, much more pictures to her. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
You can get some information on that, find out what it's worth, and
yeah, let her know we had some more too. But I don't know, if it's worth even having them look at those. But we'll see.
You never know. Might be worth it.
I hope so.
That'll be good. So yeah, I gotta give some love to eBay today. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That is the goal, and then try and get some more stuff up. I'm kind of thinking, and I'm not really sure how to do it yet, but like on my Poshmark, I think 300 items is too much.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm at 203. I was trying to.
I think with all the sharing you have to do,
yeah,
it would take.
Well, I think with the sharing, that's probably time consuming, but there's just a lot of stuff that's just like sitting there, like there's no movement, right. There's no, nobody's even liking it. So I just wonder if should I leave that stuff up, or should I try and like blow it out, drop the price, like the bottom dollar and just try and blow it out, or just leave it up and just keep building on that.
How long have they been up?
Oh, probably the longest one, maybe a month.
Yeah, I would probably do like a closet clear out, and then if you don't push them that way, then I would probably try to delete and relist, and maybe just change your wording up a little bit, just to kind of tweak it and see if it won't go then, and maybe if you got that new background, retake your pictures and maybe see if it'll kind of help you there, because that's what I do. That's what I'm doing with some of mine too. I'm trying to do the closet clear out with the public, see how it does, and if it doesn't go anywhere, then I'm gonna redo the pictures and I'm gonna relist with new wording and new information in there.
Okay.
I think that should work.
Okay.
Because I know I hear another thing I notice is when people share your stuff, they're just sharing what was just shared.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's the same stuff getting shared over and over again.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now what I'm trying to do is scroll down.
So like Valerie's, go to that just in, like with that little right hand side, and you can click down to like lowest to highest and all that, but you can do just in, and that kind of shows that first little section of that what they just posted or that they just in their closet that possibly hadn't been shared. And then that's kind of how I do it, is just do the just in, and then I'll kind of go down and a little bit further and see if there's something. If I've seen it before, then I won't share it again. I'll try to find other stuff to share too. But I agree with you, Bridget, too. I mean, I think it's just everybody sharing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And it kind of wears it out.
And that is another reason why I try to, list stuff on there every day. So, there's always fresh stuff on there, stuff that people hasn't seen.
Yeah.
And then when I get done listing, I'll also share it.
Yeah.
So I'll get done with like 10, and I'll I'll start sharing them and get them in, because that is the first thing that pops up is just shared. So at least they can get on that.
Are you following the brands that you're listing to, like certain brands that you have? Are you following that brand also?
When I think about it, yeah, I'll go over and I'll share that, or I'll follow that.
Okay.
Any of the brands that I'm listing, yeah, I'll go over and do that too. So that way those items come up in
that area. Yeah, that way you can see them in that area over there.
Right.
They'll follow that because they're kind of like your, people that you follow. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And a lot of people shop by brands on there a lot of times too. So that's one of your biggest things. That's why I always say the biggest. It's kind of just like eBay. You got to do that word optimization, and those brand names that kind of kicks them too. Alana, you don't have to do all the sharing that everybody does, and I don't do the frou-frou packaging either. I don't. I mean, if you get something from me, it's gonna be packaged nice, but it ain't gonna be frou-frou. I don't do I'll do nice and a little, because I tried the extra too, like with the extra gifts. Now, if somebody on here buys something from me, of course, y'all gonna get a little bit extra, but the others is kind of I just don't. I'll wrap it up and make sure it gets there in one piece for sure, but I'm not doing frou-frou. I did frou-frou once. It didn't work. So, I mean, it's all up to, it's like I say on every one of my videos, is just have fun with it. Just don't, just do you with it,
Right.
You don't have to do what everybody else does.
It's true. Yeah, I don't know what it is lately, but I cannot seem to, I guess I need to put my thank you cards closer, more like in my face or something, because every time I do that, by the time I think of it, the package is already sealed. I'm like, son of a gun, I forgot again. I'm not going to open the package up just to put a card in, so I'll try again next time.
Yeah, I did all the little wrapping and did the thank you card. I even had these Pandora beads. They're not really the Pandora beads. They're the knockoff brand that I got wholesale for like pennies on the dollar. And I would tie it with some of that rope twine and just with my little thank you note. Well, I never got love notes. I never got no thank you. I mean, I said, forget it. Y'all going to get the package the way that y'all get it. Y'all ain't getting an extra. Fine. So I tried. A few items, like, yeah, I give up.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Yeah, Julie does a lot on Etsy, and then she has an account on Poshmark. What else? Oh, and she sells on eBay too.
Oh, wow.
So.
Yeah, I heard that Etsy was up in the fees.
That's crazy.
Yes,
But that's the thing though, is I mean because they don't charge a monthly fee, like with eBay and having a store and all that. I mean, they do have to increase those fees. It's just kind of a cost of doing business, and platforms are just going to do that. So, but wow, they're going from 3.5 to 5%.
Wow.
I guess it's still cheaper than eBay.
It'll also apply to the cost of shipping.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's just the way it goes. That's the way you have to think of it. It's still only 5%.
Yeah.
Because you usually, like with eBay, with all of their fees, you're looking at 15%. With eBay and PayPal and all that, mess, it's about 15%. So, yeah, it's only 5%. It's a minute amount in order to, in order to be able to sell your stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I figured that eventually I'll start kind of going up just a little bit anyway,
Yeah.
eBay doing what they're doing. Everybody's got to change, but it sucks.
Well, it's kind of like, I kind of look at it as like, rent.
Yeah.
Your rent, gradually will increase at times. And I think it's, just kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I hope eBay doesn't go up.
Yeah, I hope not either. I hope not either. I really do wish that eBay would, get rid of the stores and just do like a percentage, like all the other platforms are doing. I wish they would do that.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy the fact that I can go on a platform and I can list as many as I want.
Yeah.
As much as I want. And yeah, I like that.
Makes it easier. You don't have to no guesswork at it to have to constantly monitor it,
Right.
It's a lot easier.
Mitzi says Etsy has never raised their fees since they started like 12 years ago. I've been waiting for them to go up for years. Wow.
Wow.
So it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
So, okay. That's one platform I have not gotten on. I just don't have, I do have some hard goods, but I don't have I feel like I don't have enough stuff to put on there. But
I tried Etsy. I just didn't give it enough time, I think. I didn't put enough time into it. So.
Yeah, I ain't never really messed around with it. A lot of on the stock photos, they don't encourage you to use stock photos, except for like if you buy from the boutique and they allow you to use their stock photos. Mm-hmm. They'd rather you use your own photos on Poshmark.
I see a lot of people like modeling their own clothes.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That is not going to fit me, and it does not look pretty. I mean, come on. You're going to see me in this modeling? I don't think so.
Oh, come on.
That would not be pretty, and you sure won't be buying.
I ain't doing that.
Nope. I ain't. You're gonna have to take Big Bertha and her modeling it. not pretty. Yeah, I see that a lot too. And I think a lot of it is because the millenniums like to see what it's going to look like on them in that size. Because
Right.
my daughter-in-law, they buy from a boutique that's here, and they do Facebook Live, and they'll do different size models, and you can pick your size model that you want to see that outfit on.
Really?
And they like to buy like that because they see what it looks like. So that's why I think they do the Poshmark modeling thing. But no, you ain't getting a modeling from me. No.
No.
It ain't gonna happen.
I do my little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk.
There's more than a catwalk hanging out there. Sure, you want to see that picture to be private, but it's going to be.
I've been getting a lot of messages like that too lately. Mm-hmm. Like, can you take a picture with this on?
No, ma'am.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I ain't gonna do that.
I don't think so. Sure you can, but I don't think you would like the picture. I could try for you, but that's not as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, you get a lot of weirdos.
Yeah, and they're crazy, and they still try to do that trade thing where they want to trade, or
right.
You can't trade on there, and that's just, and they know this, and it's just like, stop, you don't even. So I just ban them or report them.
Right.
I'd be like,
I've had a couple of people ask me if I'd trade.
They know better. They know.
Ain't gonna happen.
Alana, go to when you're in someone's closet, you can go to the left-hand side all the way down to the bottom. It has all available or sold, and you can see what, like, something sold, or you can look up brand-wise and see what's sold there that way too. Mm-hmm. It's fairly simple to use. But yeah, I know Texas Valerie was talking about the discount to family members or whatever, or to family and friends. Mm-hmm. What you can do is, which I wouldn't mess with it the other day, is you can have that person put it in a bundle, even if it's one item. And like, how you send an offer on a bundle anyway, you can send an offer just to that person, and you can put whatever price, discounted shipping, and then you can send an offer that way to them. They can put it in a bundle that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So she can do it that way, and they all should have. If someone messages, is there a better deal that we can do on this item? Every time that you put a listing in, there's an offer on there, or buy it now. If they send you a message just like that, tell them to send it in, put it in a bundle, and you can send them a lower offer if you choose to. So, I mean, that's the best way to do it that I've seen. And I mess with it with both of mine, the little sweet pea that I have, the little I'm doing a video on, and then my regular account, and it works that way. But, okay. I know that was one of the things.
Yeah.
I know I got a lot of more shares and a lot more people. I was trying to get up to 10,000 followers. Oh, I'm there. I'm almost there.
Alana, I don't think you can look up sold prices on Poshmark for certain items, can you?
Mm-hmm. You can look in the brand. Let's see. If you're looking for like certain things, like if I'm looking for my Lucky Brand items, you can go to the left-hand side. You look up Lucky Brand, just put in, like, in your search listing up there, and then on the left-hand side, look at all the solds.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Yeah, you can look up anything the same way that you can eBay. It's just they're sold and completes are just a little bit different. You just look up what you're wanting to find, and then scroll all the way down to the left. She's wanting to know what that scraping noise. Scraping noise.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It ain't my fan. It's hot in here today, so
I don't hear anything.
I hadn't heard it yet.
I don't hear anything.
I moved my fan out of the way. Hopefully, maybe that could have been it. It's hot in here.
I don't know what it was.
I'm pretty sure I just know if that's better.
It was a few minutes ago. It was my washer trying to come through my wall. I hate washing towels. It does it every single time. Even if you just put one towel in there, it'll still.
You're crazy.
Take a walk.
Yeah. Then to bolt the damn thing to the floor.
Oh God.
It scares my dogs to death. They start running up down the hallway like, it's alive.
It's going to get me.
When it starts throwing fabric softener, it's like,
oh my
God.
Yes.
It's like Stephen King's that book. I can't remember which one it was, when all the appliances come alive and start throwing pop cans out of the pop machines. And so that thing starts doing that, I'm moving.
Yeah.
Or it is one or the other.
Mitzi said, I just hit 3,000 sales the other day, which is cool. Yeah, wow, that is awesome.
Oh, awesome.
That's a great thing. I'm just going to look.
I'd be happy with 30 right now.
I know, right?
No doubt about it.
That is awesome. I wish I could hit that.
That was on Etsy, right?
I think so. I don't know. I just feel like I have so many goals that I want to, hit with just reselling in general. So many marks that I want to get, but I don't know. It just seems like it seems like it's getting harder and harder to meet those goals. And I don't know if it's just, what I'm selling but that's the thing is I'm selling items, that's not so, what is it that's keeping me from that? And I think it's really just the listing thing. Just being diligent and listing as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And, and then going through and kind of, taking care of the store, doing some housekeeping and going through and checking the listing, revamping the listing. So I'm gonna try to do that also. Just try to incorporate that in with everything.
Yeah, and see if that helps.
Double check your mobile friendly checker too, because I've come across somewhere, I don't know what they've done, but that at one time everything was good with that meta tag, and now I'm having to go in and redo it again to where it's all mobile friendly.
I haven't clicked the mobile friendly for probably a good year.
I don't do that either.
I hadn't either. I hadn't even checked it until I started changing everything over to calculated shipping.
Yeah.
And that's when I noticed that there was issues there. I'm thinking, okay, maybe that has something to do with it. So I've been changing it all to mobile friendly.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because most people shop on their tablets or their phones anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
right. I couldn't get mine to work because every time I would go there, all I would get was the circle, and it would just circle and circle, And so I was like, I don't have time to wait each time I'm doing a listing for that circle, to get done. I'm not going to do that.
I think that's about the time I stopped.
Yeah, it's been working here lately because I run into that too last month where it just kept on, and I have to keep clicking it, and about 8 or 9 times later it would finally check it, and then now it's doing okay. So
yeah, it's doing fine. I check your shipping weights too, because like I said yesterday, I got that weird email. So
yeah,
Ellen, and maybe that we have to go in and kind of look at everything and touch every listing again all over again, which is pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a pain in the butt, but I've noticed some of the shipping charges on mine too that I would have free shipping on it, but yet it would have a charge on it too. I'm like, how in the world is that possible? How does it even work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Morning, Mike. What the hell?
Morning, Mike.
Morning.
Where's Todd out today? Rummage sales?
Yeah, I think he had an estate sale early this morning.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
He won yesterday, so believe me, he would have been on Tara.
True. That's true. Yeah, he was trying to be the martyr and you know, oh, I don't want that point. You know, I don't deserve it.
So I got a point, and then he's like, "Okay, I'll take it."
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we'll take it.
I told him if you don't take it now, you don't get to choose.
Yeah.
So
Pick it down.
I'm gonna keep it in my back pocket just in case.
Right?
No. Don't work that way.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
Good morning, Dwayne. And the peanut gallery.
Morning, Dwayne.
Mike, is that Bridget? Yep.
It is. She decided to take the plunge.
Yeah. I had to hurry up and change my shirt first because it wasn't very appropriate.
I got a bit of a beer shirt on again. It's my t-shirt, so I'm not drinking it. Suckers are heavy.
I swear if I see another stink bug.
Uh-oh.
They're everywhere around here. They look like little aliens crawling all over the windows. Go away.
I hate it when I go to an auction and I come home with a box full of stuff and you're going through it and there's a stink bug flying out of it.
Oh, God.
I vacuum them up.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Mm.
They're kamikaze bugs. They'll dive bomb you and everything else.
I've got to get my... Well, good morning, the bee lady. She says, that chip picker, howdy, my first time here. Saw you were live and decided to stop by.
Oh, well, thank you.
morning.
I appreciate that.
Good morning.
Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate that.
Come hang out with us and talk.
Dwayne likes your clock.
My clock?
Somebody's clock.
I think it is Bridget's clock. The one behind you?
Oh, yeah.
I know, I like that one.
I wanted one of those forever, and I found it at an auction. So.
I like it. That is cool. Oh, crap.
Well, thank you, the bee lady. Appreciate that. Mike wants to know where you live, Lori.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I live in Ohio.
Ohio.
Ohio. Southwestern Ohio, the Miami Valley.
I don't think I've ever been to Ohio.
It hasn't.
Well, if you ever do, bring flip flops, snowshoes. You never know what you're gonna. You never know what the weather's gonna be here.
Pretty similar to New York.
Just bring my whole wardrobe.
Bring enough clothes to fit all 4 seasons because a lot of times we go through all 4 seasons in 1 week.
Same here.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I'm not exaggerating.
I believe you. We just have cold or just hot as hell.
Yeah.
You don't there's no in between. There ain't no four seasons.
Yeah.
Two. That's it.
Well, New York, we can hit the tundra stage too.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
Huh. All right. I'm going to run this stuff out to the mailbox. I'll be right back.
Okay. Laura, the bee lady wants to know if you know Two Family Homestead in Ohio. They are friends of mine, and they do live streams to highlight new and upcoming channels.
No, it depends on what part of Ohio they're in. I'm in the, like I said, southwestern. I'm like 20 minutes from Kentucky, Cincinnati. I'm outside of Cincinnati. Depends on where they're at.
Yeah. They're beekeepers in West New York. Huh. That's pretty neat.
Oh, that is kind of cool.
I guess that would indicate the
near me.
I've never been to New York. I've been to Michigan and Indiana and Chicago. I don't go up to north that often. It's too cold.
I went to Ohio. I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Football Hall of Fame. Those were cool.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I have not got to go yet.
Oh, I love it.
Man.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is amazing.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list of
I want to
places I
go.
want to see. Being a musician myself, I definitely have to go check out
Yeah,
Rock and Roll
definitely.
Hall of Fame.
Laura, you should have been the first one to go.
I know, right?
I live about 2 hours from Niagara Falls. So,
Oh,
Bee Lady,
wow.
it's
I
really
love
close
Niagara
too.
Falls.
I need to come see you, Bridget.
Yeah, I've been to
Go there a lot.
I've been to Buffalo, New York when my daughter was in dance competition. We were up there for one, so we got to walk across the bridge to Canada and all that stuff. It was pretty cool.
That would be
Yeah.
Place.
I go over to Canada probably once a month.
Yeah, I took my
There's
Whoa. Here it comes.
stay over there.
There's
Out for that fabric softener.
We took my daughter across the border to spend the day in Canada before that evening's competition, and we come back and they're asking, the parents, the adults and the children questions, and they got to my daughter. They said to make sure that she was my daughter, they're like, where were you born? Her cousin was the proper one. She said, oh, I was born in a hospital, Middletown, blah, 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 blah. Everything proper. They get the Lacey. Where were you born? In a hospital. Where were you born? Under a rock. She's 9. I was like, yep, that's my daughter. In a hospital. Where do you think? Oh, Lord. I was like, oh, they're never going to let us out of Canada.
Oh, Lord. Bee Lady, yeah, we purchase like new, used, vintage, collectible stuff and resell them and kind of hang out here and talk about it and just share and compare notes and just hang out and have a good time.
Yep.
So yeah, you're more than welcome to come in anytime. We like everybody.
Yep.
Big stink bugs. I told you the stink bugs are trying to take over.
They want your washing machine.
I hate that thing. And it's not that old. It just started doing it last year. I'm thinking, oh, God. It's probably what do they call that, the actuator or something like that going out on it. I don't know. I can never afford maintenance to come do it, so I usually fix everything myself because I think it's stupid they charge you $125 to put a screw in or something. I'm like, no.
Oh, God.
A lot of times you can get a new one cheaper than what they charge.
Mm-hmm. For a lot cheaper. Oh, Jesus, Mike. Mike says I dated a girl from Ohio when I was 19. She gave me baby. Well,
must have been from Dayton.
Oh, Lord help us. Mike, I love you. I swear. He must be feeling better.
Yeah.
Agitator, actuator, agitator, whatever that thing is. Either way, I'm ready to take a shotgun to it and just blast a hole in it and be done with it. But there, now I have an excuse to get a new one.
I know, right? Now, does anybody have a Mattel TikTok clock from the 80s? I do not.
Mattel TikTok clock. What's it look like? Was it the one that looked like a little schoolhouse? It had the eyes.
You had one? You had one, Bridget?
I did, but it sold months ago.
What do they look like?
You've seen them.
It must have been like those little toy clocks. Is that what those were? Okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
I think it looks like a schoolhouse.
Yeah, that's what I
yeah.
And it's got, does it have eyes?
Well, that's the Fisher Price one, though. I don't know about Mattel.
Yeah.
But Fisher Price had one that it was wooden and it looked like a schoolhouse.
Yeah.
I think I know.
That's probably the one I'm thinking of too, Bridget.
Now, the other Valerie says she has one that looks like a schoolhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. The original one ticks while playing the song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've picked up any of those. But I mean, everybody here has eBay or some type of different selling platform that you can always go on and look and see what we have. We have quite a few people on here that have different older and vintage stuff. Oh, okay. I'm probably gonna have to be on Nikki's listed or ditch it one time. So I got some stuff I ain't even looked up. I'll be one of her guests.
By the looks of it, she could be her own guest for years.
For a long time. I'm going to have a listed or burn it pile pretty much. Just go ahead. Just put us live around a bonfire. That's funny.
Speaking of nerds earlier, that's one of the coffee mugs I got. And we do, by God, we rule. Just think about it. If it wasn't for nerds, there'd be no YouTube.
That's true.
Right.
How we got here?
Yeah. Computer geeks and nerds.
That's one place I would love to go is Niagara Falls.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
Love it.
Never been there before.
It's really cool at night because they light it up different colors too.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
We rode the Maid of the Mist right up to the falls. It was really cool.
Huh.
You know what? I live 2 hours from there and I still have not rode the Maid of the Mist.
Really? Oh, no, I had to. I have got to see this thing up close.
We go there all the time. I've never done it, but
it was awesome.
It's something I want to.
I would love to see it. I think it'd be really pretty.
Morning, Swag Maven. There's a lot of places that I haven't been that I want to, and that's just in the States. I would love to go to France and all that, but I figure, there's so many places that I haven't been here. Like, say, I lived in California. I grew up in California. Never made it to San Diego.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yep.
And never really made it up, nor I've drove through Northern California, but never made it through any of the small towns, along the coast and stuff like that. It's always been just major highway and just driving through. So
I've only been to New York City once, and I'm born and raised in New York.
Wow.
So the Canadian side of Niagara Falls is a lot better than our side.
Is it
so
really?
much more. Oh, there's tons to do there. Tons.
Huh.
Wow.
They got all kinds of shops and stuff.
Yep, and it's called Clifton Hill, and they have like wax museums and 4D movie rides and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
It puts you in mind of the Canadian version of Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
All the shops and the Ripley's Museum and all
Yeah,
that
exactly.
stuff. It's really cool.
I see. Yeah, that's one of the many places that I would like to. Me and Mike, we went to Graceland, probably maybe 2015, I think, is when we went, and we had a great time. Went to Nashville, and but
I've been all up and down the East Coast, but haven't been out west yet. I'd like to take a trip down Route 66, just the whole thing. I think that would be fun.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do that. That would be neat.
January, wouldn't it be too cold?
Yeah, I would think.
For January? Oh my gosh! No.
It is cold.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it'd be cold. Yeah, get the full experience of what, freezing to death? Nah. Good.
That would be awful.
I mean, it's probably pretty with all the lights and the icicles and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
They do have a pretty Christmas light show. They really do, but it's cold.
But they don't have ice cream. Oh my gosh.
Dang it. There's no ice cream. I can't go. I need ice cream. I do not do cold.
You're definitely not going to walk anywhere.
Forget that. My kids want to go to Gatlinburg for Christmas. I'm like, good God, it's going to be freezing. I'm like, what are you going to see? Nothing? The side of the hill. I mean, I'm okay. My cousin and then they went last year and they got snowed in. I'm like, well, we'll just get stuck up there. So it'll be it'll be an excuse to stay for longer. I just don't know if they're going to be able to charge me, for the extra time you stay because I got snowed in. It's like, how am I supposed to get out? I can't check out if, I can't get off the hill. I'll go. I usually go to Florida every year, but I'll change it this time. I like Florida. And at Thanksgiving and Christmas, Florida's the best.
Oh, I bet.
There's nobody there.
Yep. That was the funny thing about California. When you would go, it was like usually November, December, and sometimes even January. Those are the best times to go to the beach because it's actually 70 degrees usually. It's usually nice and sunny, but at the time where in the June, July, it's usually foggy and it's actually usually cooler over there. So it's usually in like the 40s and 50s, and you would think that it would be a lot warmer because it's California and it's in the summertime. So but yeah, we lived, I don't know, three hours from the beach, and we would probably end up going maybe twice a year over to the beach. I wish we would have went a lot more, but
oh, I live at the beach.
Gotta work and we gotta have money to get there. Get home. So I miss it though. I love the beach, but just you gotta have money to go out there. And let's see, when was it? I think it was 3 years ago. We went to we rented a beach house on the beach, and we stayed there for a week, and that was really nice. We took our my mother and father-in-law and my sister-in-law, and we went up there and just had a really nice week, you know. And there's nothing like coming from your house and just going straight to the beach. I mean, that was just awesome, you know, just to have it right there. And we were sitting on the porch and we were watching the whales, you know, go by, and it was just, it was,
Oh, that's cool.
it was a great experience.
Oh, I bet.
So
I would like to go on one of those cruises where they do up there in Alaska where they do that whale thing. That would be so awesome.
mm-hmm.
I did that in Boston. That was neat.
Oh, wow.
Whale watch.
Mike, living in South Florida, you can tell the natives from the tourists the best in January. The tourists are wearing shorts, the natives are, and he's right too, because they will be in tank tops and shorts, and it'll be 40 degrees. Like, what in the world are you doing? I love it though. Like I said, that's my 3-year plan. I'm moving in 3 years. We're going to Florida. I've got a real estate agent. I'm looking for a house that I want to try to redo myself. If I can find like on a beachy kind of area, you don't have to be right on the, you know, water, but
Right.
I want to move
somewhere close.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, absolutely.
That
would be awesome.
Oh, there's Delden.
Uh-oh.
Here comes trouble. Hey. Oh, mess. You stay way up too late, Delden. I can't keep up with you.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
I
can't catch them live because it's too late.
I'm like, dang it, I missed him again. Stop doing that.
I'm an old lady. I have to go to bed early.
I caught one. I caught one of the shows. I'll have to try again. I just can't say I'm 100% perfect, you know. Not a troublemaker. Delden, come on. We wouldn't have you any other way.
Nope, not at all.
Now I called up this morning on the show, so. Is Julie 2 years ago we picked up the old weather? Okay. I don't think I've ever been there, Yulee. And I think the farthest we've gone is Panama City Beach. Now my cousin's wife, she's a manager at one of those resort condos. So we get those condos for pretty cheap, like just cleaning fees right there on the beach. So we usually go there and stay about a week to 2 weeks for really cheap.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. And they beautiful views there, so I enjoy it. Not like I get any work done there though.
Oh yeah.
Just sit out on the balcony.
But that's what it's all about, is going and relaxing and hanging out, you know. But I mean, that's what we do too, is we're always there looking for deals and
Well, I've already got
that's just the way it is.
Yep.
I end up having to buy 2 more other suitcases just to bring everything home that I bought. Crap.
Yep. I bring an empty one with me.
Yeah. I had 2 bedrooms. One had double beds in there, and that had filled up a whole bed of clothes and shoes and stuff we had found. Well, they were running, buy one, get one free. If you bought a short sleeve shirt, you get a short sleeve shirt, pair of shoes, they would run them, buy one. I was all over that, shoot, in good condition for $1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm there. Shoot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hurricanes and sinkholes. It is kind of expensive. But I mean, it's really and I've noticed when we go down there, even during, summertime, it's not as bad. It's about the same as it is here in Mississippi where I live at. So it really doesn't really, I think the most is the gas is a little more than here.
Wow.
Oh,
12 boxes. Ugh.
Well, look what he buys.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not buying. I'm just buying clothes at that time.
Yep.
I got a Jeep. I got to fit all that stuff into, and we go down there. I don't ever take the truck.
Do we collect old coins?
I don't.
I don't.
I
I know nothing about them.
Yeah, the guy that we have on here, he's out sourcing somewhere.
Yep, Delden does.
Yeah,
I was thinking, yeah, he traveled with an antique show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Used to.
Yeah, he used to. Yeah, he does buy everything. I can't. I have to buy what I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if I think it'll sell, I'll buy it.
If it's weird, I buy it.
Yeah. And Todd does too. That's true.
Yeah.
If I didn't list as much as I did, my place would look like Nikki's, my storage unit.
Yeah.
Just buy everything.
That's how it was when I first started. The first little, your first learning time, your curve, buy everything that you think would sell, and it won't. It's like, okay, well, get right out of that one. Start over.
My neighbor's a hoarder, so she takes everything from me that that I don't. So she does, I swear. Yep. She's a neat hoarder, but she has a path in her house that you can walk through, and that's about it.
Oh, at least she has a path.
Yeah.
Well, that's a plus. At least you can get through the house.
Yeah, really.
Could be worse. Oh, Florida has no state income tax.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. There's actually quite a few states that don't have income tax.
Yeah, Tennessee's one. Like if you go work in Tennessee, they have to follow your Mississippi taxes, but they don't have them in Tennessee either. But you pay high when you go buy groceries and all that stuff.
Sure.
They're about almost 10%, so I don't know if they really average out good with that or not in Memphis.
Yeah, it probably works out to be, it all kind of works out where you're paying, even if you don't have state income tax, you're paying, it's almost like you would be. That's
Yeah. Yeah, when you go buy anything over there.
Yeah. And that was the thing, like because I worked in Missouri, and so I would have taxes taken out for Missouri and for Kansas because I was a resident of Kansas, but I worked in Missouri. And it was crazy. So they would
you get double tax?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucked.
You had to file in 2 different.
I had to file in 2 different states.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That sucks too.
Yeah. Usually, more often than not, I would get taxes back from both, but still had to have it taken out of my check and everything. So that really sucked. I didn't like that. Oh,
heard that.
Who was that? Again?
Hey.
We need to do the dance or something. There's Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
Hi, guys.
Come up with a Native American dance for eBay.
There you go. Yep, that's true. I used to live in Vancouver, Washington, so that has no state tax. So I do all my shopping across the river where there is no state sales tax. Yep.
Mike.
I saw a monster. Monster what? What did I miss here?
What?
Yeah, Mike's going.
I think he has too many meds in him right now.
It was a 10-footer. Wow.
Monster what? Snake?
I don't know. I don't know.
Bearded lady what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it's a body of water, just assume that there's a gator there. I need everybody to do the eBay rain money dance for me too, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, Valerie. I think he's on something.
And he's not scared.
Did you ever find out? Did you ever find out what the monster was?
Alligator.
I'm going to assume he's talking about a
It
gator.
was an alligator.
Okay.
Mike's a mess.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be scary.
Oh Lord.
That's like somebody posted a video yesterday on Facebook. They were fishing down there, I guess, near the Everglades or whatever, and they reeled in a fish, and the next thing you know, here comes this big gator and grabs the fish as he's pulling it up on the bank.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I think I would have dropped the pole and said, "Okay, it's all yours."
All done. Yeah.
I would have crapped my pants.
I was like, "Oh wow, he's pretty good size. He's probably about 8-foot gator." I'm like, "There you go, you can have it." He was trying to get his pole and his fish. I'm like, "Just let him have it."
All of it. I don't care.
There was something
I'd
on
have
TV.
dropped that pole. I would have dropped that pole and been running so
Ran.
fast that
They had that. Oh, what's his name? Something Landry, that from Swamp People or whatever, that hunts gators.
Oh
He has a
yeah.
new show on the other night, and they were called in, or he was called in because there's I guess a python, Burmese python problem from when the hurricane hit and hit that reptilian place, and hundreds of them were, they got loose down there because of the damage, and they're breeding, and now they're eating the gators. I mean, there's big snakes down there. I'm thinking, I'm not going down that way anytime soon.
that's been going on for years.
I'm not afraid of snakes, but I sure don't want to get eaten by one either. So.
Those pythons, that's been going on for years down there.
I'd never heard of that until I seen it on that show the other night. I was like, oh my goodness, they had to be, because some of those snakes are massive. I'm thinking they're eating 6 to 8 foot gators. I mean, or bigger.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, they're probably this big around or bigger.
That's crazy.
So that's definitely been going on for several years.
Yeah. Wow.
Shoot, Elizabeth. Shoot.
Was that when Katrina come through is what I'm thinking, is when that happened. Shoot.
Shoot, Elizabeth, shoot. That was Tom Landry.
Yeah. Shoot it. I know they have to do that, but I can't watch that. I can't watch them do that. It's terrible.
I like when on the show they made it so dramatic. They'd be like putting in slow motion with the bullet going down to the head. It's like, oh my God, just give it up.
Yeah, I can't watch that. I know it has to be done to keep the population down, but it's also cruel at the same time.
I don't know. Gator meat's good.
Huh?
I love gator meat.
Oh, really?
Yes, I love it. Oh God, I could eat. Yeah. Give me some.
I've never had it.
Me either.
So good.
I
was so mad.
Do what?
I think I would try gator jerky. That sounds good.
I actually like gator. I tried it a couple years ago, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Does it
They
taste
had
like
it
chicken?
Does it taste like chicken? They say it tastes like chicken.
It has its old taste.
Yeah.
They say snake tastes like chicken either, but I wouldn't eat one of those either. So
I don't. Yeah, I do it that too. No, it don't taste like
it.
I don't care if it tastes like pizza. I wouldn't eat it. But
They had it at the Minnesota State Fair one time when I was there. And I looked all over that dang place and still never found the gator meat. I was so mad. I was like, I'm going to try gator meat. My husband's like, why? Like, I don't know. Have you ever had it? And I was so excited. I looked all over that place for that stupid stand, and I never found it that day.
Yeah, the tail is the best on that, and you have to have it has to be cooked right too, because they can overcook it, or they got to marinate it right. But it's good. My brother cooks it, and it's just excellent. I love it.
Huh.
I mean, it's just you just have to try it. I mean, it don't taste bad. It don't have like a like I don't like shark meat because it's a bitter, like weird taste to me. But I don't like a lot of fish either. You know, I'm not really. But gator meat, yeah, I love.
It don't
Is
taste
it?
fishy.
I like fish. I don't like grizzly fish. I like flaky fish. What is that like? Is that grizzly or is it flaky?
It's more, I guess it's not really. I don't have that grizzle in it. It's just I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's not gristly. It's not fishy. It just has like a meat texture. It almost tastes like a cube steak, I guess you could say, but with a better flavor, with a spice. So
yeah, you definitely have to spice it. You know, season it really well, and I think
shrimp.
I think when I tried it, I think it was more of like a Cajun season with it, and it was really good.
And
I mean,
sauce.
It was it didn't taste like chicken, but it was that texture. For me, it was kind of like that consistency, like that texture.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was a little bit like if you have a chicken strip. It was a little. It's a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
Than a chicken strip, or just like a chicken breast. But not bad in any way. I really enjoyed it.
The bites are better. The bite sizes, it doesn't seem as it's not tough.
Right.
Tender.
It was good.
Got to try it.
I would probably try gator, but I definitely would not try snake. That just does not appeal to me whatsoever.
I've never tried snake, but I would try it if it was cooked well, and if it didn't look. I mean, I think you for me, like if I see something and it looks gross, I'm not going to eat it. But if it looks somewhat appetizing, I probably would eat it.
Well, I don't suggest you trying a raw oyster, because I did that. I always told myself, because I like to try different things, and I thought that's the one thing I've never tried. And my daughter took me, and her friend took me to this Chinese buffet, and they had raw oysters. I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do like they do on Man vs. Food, and put lemon juice and cocktail sauce on it. I put that in my mouth and chewed, and I thought I was gonna die. I was like, oh no. I was like, I was sitting there and everybody around just laughing,
You're supposed to have a couple of shots before you do that.
The only thing I slurping is soup, not fish ish.
That was the nastiest thing ever.
Big old booger.
Raw oysters on ice. That's what these were. They were raw oysters on ice, and I put lemon and cocktail sauce on it. And I didn't know you really shouldn't chew it. So the first thing I started doing was chewing, and that was nasty. No, never again.
Well, at least you know now, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'll eat steamed ones and smoked ones all day long, but a raw one, no. Oh, I would survive.
Oh, Karen, I would, and I sure would. Nope. I have the coconuts, maybe some shrimp, and I ain't doing steak. I ain't doing no, no. I'll be all right.
If I had to eat it to survive, I would, but as a choice, no. But if that's all I had, yeah.
I mean, it's like those survival movies, they eat each other. I'm like, I'm not eating you. No, you're just going to die. You can eat me first. Just go ahead.
I think I would die first.
You'll live for a few months off of me. You'll be okay.
Oh, I could survive out in the wilderness. That's the problem there.
Yeah, maybe I'll just dry out in the sun and be crunchy. Better crunchy than any other way.
Turn yourself into jerky.
Oh my
yes.
God. Morning, Sharky Mom Deals. Morning, Karen's at the beach.
That is one meat I never want to try.
What, jerky?
Human.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'd eat tree bark soup before I'd chew on a human arm or something.
I was gonna say with the snakes. If I was in the middle of the woods with Daryl Dixon and he cooked me up a snake, damn right I'd eat it.
Yeah.
If I was starving, I would. That's
not.
I would try it if I was starving, but not out of choice.
Otherwise, no, I probably wouldn't just go out and say, let's get a snake and eat it. But I'd let Daryl Dixon cook me a snake anytime.
Really? Yeah, we went there, Dwayne, today. You know, why not?
Yeah.
We're putting something new on our checklist.
Yeah, that's one place we haven't gone yet, so why not?
I gotta add that to the list.
Yep.
Hank got it.
Maybe we gotta change it up every once in a while, right? Nothing wrong with that.
No. Yeah. I can't do sushi. I can do like 2 pieces of sushi and I'm done. And it has to be the fried sushi. Like
when Nikki said, I gotta say, when Nikki said she was in the woods with Daryl Dixon, I'm like, if she says she'll eat Daryl Dixon, I'm gonna fall.
Well,
nice and crunchy.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch The Terror? That's the problem where you end up eating other people is you're stuck in the middle of some snowy landscape that doesn't have any critters or vegetation or anything, and then you have to start looking at your dead.
Oh, like that show Alive where they crash that airplane.
Oh yeah, I watched that once. I couldn't. Yeah, I watched it once, and I don't have to see it again.
No.
Nope.
Terror was good. The Terror was really good, and then they do touch on that they ended up eating each other there too. But
I still haven't watched that. I need to find that.
it was on AMC, so I think it's on Madra or whatever that thing Nikki told us about.
Okay.
I'm sure it is.
I'll have to look at that.
It's good. It's not
everything's on there.
It's not like scary. It's kind of like Stranger Things. They took a historic event and then they put a little twist on it because obviously they all died and whatever, but you don't know exactly all the events that happened because everybody died.
Mm-hmm. By the way, good morning, Tara.
What'd you say, Nikki?
I said, by the way, good morning, Tara.
Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning.
Yeah, I figured of Nikki having some loving in the wood with Daryl.
Oh God, yeah.
They feed each other pieces of snake.
That is one time I'd be like, "See ya, Gary."
And it'd be like
25 years or not? No.
You got the lady and the tramp going on. They're both eating ends of the snake.
Yeah. That's probably the one time where Gary'd be like, "Go ahead."
Hey, I don't blame
you. Actually, Nicolas Cage is my mulligan.
Now, if I had to choose,
is it a mulligan or no? It's not mulligan. What is it called? Yeah, mulligan.
Your do-over.
Mulligan?
Yeah. Hey, your fair do-over.
The one that you got a free pass.
Yeah.
Oh. Mine would be the Thor guy, but I don't think he's coming to my house. So.
And my husband's mulligan is Reba.
Is Reba McEntire? Reba's not good looking. I don't know. I just picture her showing up like and seeing Gary singing Fancy. Oh yeah, go.
cool. It's on YouTube.
Goodbye. See you.
Hi, Brandon.
Goodbye. Go do your own thing.
Oh, you're on YouTube.
Don't you want to?
How is Jim doing?
Well, he's back to normal. He ate a big. Yeah, they took a couple polyps out, so they'll test those. Anyway,
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, but he made it through. He's got some pictures of his colon, so he's all excited. Actually, pictures of his inside.
Are they on eBay yet?
No, we're putting those in the family photo album. So. Our children, our grandchildren and great grandchildren will be able to say, "Oh, what a nice colon Grandpa had."
I did not look forward to having that done. I got my consult.
It's going to put you to sleep. I mean, other than you have to drink the stuff, which is like chalky water, isn't it? Would you say it's like a lemon lime chalky water?
Yeah. It's just a thought, though. It's like
drinking. Have you ever got
Dwayne?
Oh.
If you ever get the contact lens solution in your mouth, that's what it tastes like. It tastes like you're drinking saline.
Oh my God! But I gotta tell this to Nikki. So he goes yesterday to go get this colonoscopy. Okay, now I bought this shirt because I said, "Oh, you should. If we do a haul video, wear this shirt for Nikki." It's a lime green shirt with the state of Minnesota that says "UFTA Duluth."
Okay.
UFTA.
That's what he wore to the colonoscopy. Like this shirt.
Funny.
Anyway, it isn't other than so you got the poops or whatever. The worst thing is, see, when he first did it, I don't know why, but he didn't eat for 2 days. So he didn't eat the morning before and the morning of. So he had 2 days with no food and just that drink, which I'm like, well, what would it matter if you would have eaten before the drink? It's just gonna come out anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So by the end, he's ready to eat his own foot. So they're like, okay, whatever you want. Don't go eat like real greasy or spicy food. So he goes to a hamburger stand and has a bunch of a greasy hamburger and greasy fries. Oh, he skipped the bacon to make it more healthy.
Oh my gosh.
So I told him I wanted my polyps back though because I had to be buried with them. And then look up at me, I'm like, no, I'm kidding. I go, after you buried whole, I won't be buried without him.
Lord.
Well, the good news is if they find a polyp, here's a fun fact: you get to do it every 5 years.
Family history with like stomach cancer and then like intestinal cancer, I guess. So now, yeah, he got moved up to every 5 years.
Yeah, Gary has to do it too.
I can do it when he's standing on my head.
I think he has to go every 3 years.
Huh?
Gary has to go every 3 years.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Because he had polyps.
Yeah, the doctor said every 5, but I don't know.
Me,
for Jim, but maybe it depends on how many polyps or whatever. Jim only had 2.
Gary's probably got better insurance.
Yeah.
Weird shirt.
Gary's got more expensive polyps that need more attention.
I thought he said every 5 too, but Gary told me no, every 3. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Well, maybe it changes when they come back with a report on them. You know what I mean? Maybe when Gary.
How old is Gary?
How old is Gary? He's younger than you, I think.
Oh, really? Okay. How many of his age?
He's 49. Yeah, Jim. How old are you?
53 in a month.
Oh, I thought you were 54.
I should be getting every 3 years. No.
He's going to be 49 in December, I should say. He's 48, actually.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dr. Jellyfinger, I want more colonoscopies.
Well, I thought it was every 5 too, but I figured Gary wouldn't be like, yeah, I need to have them every 3 years if he didn't actually have to have them. So.
Well, what I want to know is why the guy has to use 2 fingers. I mean, you can't collect the information you need with 1 finger. I mean, I can feel anything with 1 finger. Why do I need 2 fingers to feel everything? That's what I want. Crying out loud.
He wants to get to know you better.
I guess.
He's giving
yeah, the index index finger and middle finger. I'm like, dude, yeah, if you just use one or the other, preferably the index finger, the whole thing would be a lot more comfortable. But all right. Pro.
Dwayne says, Jim, those aren't fingers.
Gosh.
That's not my lifesaver. Oh.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad everything came out in the end.
Yeah.
All came out in the end.
Yeah.
Old Town Orchard, boy, are you going to be surprised when you catch up. He says, I've cooked a lot of gator. It's somewhat rubbery.
Yeah. I think my brother marinates it. That's probably why.
Oh, yeah, because I see the comment as texture is similar to shrimp. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? That tastes nothing like shrimp. Yeah, I bet it don't.
I agree. No, but actually the texture, it's more like, I would say more like lobster tail.
Oh, gator?
A cross between lobster tail and chicken breast. But if you cross...
I don't care for that crunchy...
No, but it's not. No, not crunchy.
It's not crunchy.
But I mean, the meat. If you took it, like, let's say you baked a chicken breast, it's got the chicken breast is what, like the flaky white meat. But then for some reason, like if a lobster and a chicken had a baby and you cooked it, that's like
tastes like
meat.
Alligator.
But it don't taste like really like chicken or lobster. But it has. If you combine those two meats, that's kind of what the consistency is, and it's great in gumbo or jambalaya.
Oh,
Jim's eating it.
I like it.
Mike said they only use one finger, Jim. He must like you.
I guess.
Oh my gosh. Lord. That's awful.
I don't really eat meat, but I can tell you, I was going to try gator. We go to Gatorland every few years or whatever, down when we go down to Florida. But it's really expensive to buy the gator.
One guy from Louisiana made gumbo out of it, and I tried it then, and then also I've eaten it at Gatorland.
Oh.
He said he puts it in chili and slow cooks it. It tenderizes it. That sounds good, actually.
Oh.
Have it in some chili.
Yeah, my brother marinates it with something, makes it where it's not that tough. So I don't know what he does.
I don't ever eat bear. Yep.
Yeah, bear's greasy.
Oh, that was the nastiest shit. I'd probably rather eat goose than bear. Oh, and goose is disgusting.
To me, eating a bear, because I mean, it's kind of like a dog, I would imagine.
Well, bears eat people. If you eat a bear, then it's kind of like you're eating people too.
Yeah, when you strip a deer or a bear,
or what?
When you strip it and it's hanging there, it looks way human. It's crazy. Yeah.
I don't really eat that much meat, so I wouldn't even eat bear. Now, Jim ate some bear chili because his brother had some bear meat. He said it's all right, but he did get the diarrhea the next day, so I have to blame the bear meat.
The chili, and it was a little...
Yeah, it's a little greasy, which Norbert said too, that it's greasy.
Yeah.
Just have the bear next time you have to go for your colonoscopy. You don't have to drink that nasty drink. No worries.
Surprise. Were you eating some bear chili? Yeah, we're going to schedule this.
President Pickens said squirrel meat is great. It's like chicken of the trees.
Oh, gross. It's got to be in the right area. Like here, you wouldn't eat squirrels here because they taste like pine trees where I'm at. But like, yeah, if you're down in southern Wisconsin where they eat
acorns,
where they eat like acorns and lots of nuts and stuff like that, yeah, then they taste better, they say. But like here, because they live on pine cones, that's what they taste like, is pine cones.
Yeah, and ours are all skinny and mangy.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
That's like a possum. I don't think I could eat a possum.
I know.
Do people eat possums?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on down to Mississippi, you'll find quite a few of them.
We don't have possums up here. I mean, when I lived in southern Wisconsin, we had them, but I don't know. None of my family ever tried to eat one.
You start seeing them 2 hours south of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get possums up here either.
Yeah,
I know every time I go visit my brother in Michigan, though, holy shit, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I was in college in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, which is right in the middle of the state, and we're at the far north. But I went to college in Point, and I was riding my bicycle back from the bars downtown with some other guys, and all of a sudden I stopped my bike, and they're like, "What is that?" I'm like, "What the F is that?" And it was this dead animal in the gutter. So like, that's a possum. You ain't never seen a possum before? I said, "Yeah, in a zoo." I said, "Where the hell did somebody lose it? Was it somebody's pet?" And they're like, "Oh, they have possums." So there are no possums in Point.
What kind of zoos you going to? The main attraction is possums.
Michelle M says,
exotic animal, but.
Michelle M says 8 a.m. in the morning talking about buttholes and weird meats. My life is weird.
There you go.
Hi, Dylan.
Oh, we might be talking about hot dogs.
That's funny.
Rocky Mountain oysters, no thanks. I think I'd go vegetarian first.
No.
No. I'm a Rocky Mountain oyster phobe. So
yeah.
Grandma Magic Classic had a Cajun uncle. He would cook anything.
Yeah.
And probably was good. You probably would be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, right. That's true. I mean, you just rustle something up and yeah, probably half the time you didn't know what you were eating.
Exactly.
Uncle Larry's like that. He would eat anything. He don't care.
That dang Uncle Larry.
Yeah.
Was Uncle Larry a no-show, or did he finally show up the other day, Nikki?
Oh, my God. You know what happened? Oh, my God. So let me tell you what happened. Hopefully no family members are watching. But anyways. So I was supposed to go to breakfast with him that day. Okay. I only went to town because Uncle Larry wasn't by himself. Okay. It's the only reason why I went to town that day. So he tells me after I get to town that he has to go to the VA. Okay. So the VA up here is like, you have to go and sit there until you can get in. You can't make an appointment. So anyways, I said, all right, well, call me when you're done and we'll go have lunch or whatever. So, because he had a fast for that appointment. So anyways, he messages me at like, time was it, like 9 o'clock or something? And he's like, are you at home? And I said, no, I'm in town waiting for you to get done at the VA. Okay, I said, are you done? And he said, no. I said, all right. Well, anyways, I'm getting hungry. So of course I was late getting Gary lunch, and I went and grabbed some nuggets when I grabbed his lunch. I was like, I'm freaking starving. I can't wait anymore. So I ate some nuggets. And yeah, it's same uncle. So anyways.
Well, you know, he passes the time at the VA now and he has to wait for so long.
Yeah, I'm sitting there all day waiting in town, working at my storage shed. And so I go, okay, it's time to go pick up Gary. And Gary worked late, but anyways, I went and picked him up. And he goes, did you ever meet up with Unc? And I said, no. I said, he never called me. I said, he must be still at the VA, I guess. I don't know. It's 3:30, 4 o'clock, but whatever. Anyways, we go by the motel that he always stays at, and he was there. His truck was there. So my husband calls him. He goes, hey, you stood up my wife today. What the hell's going on? He goes, are you at the motel? And he said, yeah, but I got some company. Here he had some skanky woman in his room, and he stood me up for some skanky-ass woman.
Oh.
Well, Nikki.
I was like, what the hell?
High five, Uncle Larry.
All right, Uncle Larry. I mean, he's not going to
way to go, Uncle Larry, but still.
Hey, he's just a squirrel looking for a nut.
Yeah,
I out to the old guy. He's still working it.
The woman was looking for her teeth too.
Oh.
Obviously, there was some shenanigans going on if she had to take her teeth out.
She's like, well, I'll call you when she leaves, and so we went and saw her other uncle.
Oh, God.
And yeah, he calls us when she leaves. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
How could you look at him with a straight face?
That was,
Like, yeah. I don't think I could have went and seen the face.
He has an artificial leg.
Oh my gosh.
Should have taken him up for some gumbo or something.
Hey, sweetheart, I put your money on the dresser next to your teeth. Can you go now because my niece is on her way over?
Anyways, he has an artificial leg, so it brings no meaning to be stumped.
Oh my god!
My grandpa used to take off his leg and he set it next to the lawn chair and he put his beer in it. I was just thinking, Larry could take off his leg, put it next to the bed, and he could put his girlfriend's teeth in it.
Yeah. Yes.
The
guy's like 70. What is he, like 71 or 72?
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean,
Right, Valerie?
more power to him, but he could have told me that was his plans. I wouldn't have came to town.
Well,
Right.
maybe, maybe there's like maybe it's a good meat market. It's the VA hospital. I don't know. You're all around the same age bracket, you know.
Oh my god!
Find a little widow woman.
Those candy stripers at the VA are.
I knew something was wrong with the VA hospital. I knew something was wrong with the VA hospital when I walked up to the doors and had those naked trucker ladies facing each other at the doors.
Oh boy, Delton says that reminds me of a story.
I know.
Jeez.
Yeah. Only in Wisconsin.
Oh my god!
I mean, yeah, more power to him. I mean, it's great, whatever. I mean, his kids give him crap when he goes, when he's has these women, but whatever. I mean, you know, have fun.
I'm young.
You only live once.
That's right.
What is Jim told me? There's a report like in these retirement communities in Florida where
they're all getting
they're getting like STDs because they're old people.
I heard that.
But they you know they don't use protection because they're like, well, we can't get pregnant or whatever. But they're having like this outbreak in this older communities of STDs. Oh my God! Can you imagine like your mom and dad go off to the retirement community in Florida and catch a case of like gonorrhea or something?
Oh,
God. Yeah, please don't tell me about that. Thank you. Lord.
Oh, Delton said, but not on Valerie's channel. Like any of us care.
Why not?
Oh, wow.
Why not?
None of us. None of us have ever preserved Valerie's channel.
Yeah, everybody does. We try to preserve the integrity of Valerie's channel.
Yeah, we don't want to shame Valerie's channel.
But don't besmirch it.
Oh my gosh.
Hank says, can it be worse than this, Delden, really?
Yeah, I know, right?
It can always get worse.
Turkey Mountain said Uncle Larry was getting a cold in the house. I'll tell you, why Jim ain't a veteran if that's what's happening. I don't want Jim getting a colonoscopy and coming home with the old stank.
Yeah, Uncle Larry lost his wife. She was quite a bit younger than him. Aunt Cheryl was quite a bit younger than him, and she passed away from cancer about it's got to be about 10 years now.
Aww.
But yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. If he's happy, then he can. I mean, you only live once, you know. And
Wow.
And if he's, you know, 70, I think he's 72. Anyways, if you can be 72 years old and still getting laid, what the hell?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Atlanta called,
Oh my God.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh my God. Where she goes,
Hey.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
How's that for a pretty trick? Yeah.
Yeah, hang on to these for me, big boy.
Hang on to those for me, big boy. Yeah.
I don't like sharing my soda with somebody, so there's no way I'm letting anybody put their teeth in my
Oh my god.
It's just no. We had a friend in the family that had a fake eye. He lost an eye in World War II. And he would go drink at the bar. And if he had to go to the bathroom, he'd pop that eye out and put it in his beer so that he'd be like, okay, now make sure nobody takes any swigs out of my beer. So that is so gross.
Oh my god. Valerie says, I think I just threw up a little in my mouth. Hank says one titty going this way, teeth flying the other. Oh, how do you tip someone like that?
Yeah, give her your beer.
Yeah, just give her the beer.
Definitely give her my beer.
Oh, Lord.
I gotta go eat something.
That's hilarious. That's great.
Oh my god.
Good story, Deldon.
That was a good story.
Oh.
And Deldon, we have said worse on here. So
definitely.
And I have to watch myself sometimes. Oh, Lord.
Don't you worry about that.
With the description I did for that piece of property, if you're going to make a brochure, I don't know if you want to switch it.
I've never been so traumatized in my life. Grandma, get off his lap. Rocking that walker, yeah.
Oh, God. I can't imagine where you put the dollar bill.
Also, if you feel like it, would you take the new picture, send them over to Jerry?
He says, I hate to confirm this for Deldon, but it's true.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. You guys are hilarious this morning.
We're not ladies, Deldon, don't worry. That's very nice of you.
Oh, Lord help us.
Thank you, Ansley.
Dick.
I hope you have recovered from that image. Yeah, that's definitely an image I can't.
And the wrinkles.
Get hit.
Put the dollar bills in the wrinkles. That's perfect. That's a great idea.
Is that a cane in your pants? Oh my god. Sherry McD says, are we not going to question mothers on how she can confirm this?
Oh, Lord, really? How did you? How did you confirm? I don't know.
I guess Ainsley's got some stories to tell us too.
Probably give her a link so she could come on and tell us.
Yeah, right. Like we're gonna get Ainsley on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dwayne, I think you wedged the dollar bills between the falsies and the beer.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
13 years.
oh God.
Oh my God, Jim did he was at a bachelor party thing and they went to a strip club and the girl's doing her dance and he shoved his dirty old tube sock in her G-string for like a can. He got kicked out. He got thrown out of the bar with his head through the door.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, she was mad. That didn't make that dancer happy. It was funny, but yeah, it did not make the dancer happy, he said.
Well, the bar, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the strip bar is in a small town, and it's full. It's packed. Well, when I do this, when they threw me out, what they didn't know was I'm with this big bachelor party that came on a school bus. So when the bouncer threw me out, all these guys are like, okay, F this place. You know, they all walk it out of the bar. And so the owner comes out. He goes, what the hell's going on? Why is everybody leaving? They're all he sees we're all on a bus. He's like, oh, no, he can come back in. He can come back in. peeing in his parking lot, you know, like whatever. And then they take the bus. We all took the bus.
Is that the guy that did he bash your head against the curb, or was that a different thing?
No, that was a different thing.
Oh.
No, this is a big guy. He looked like the African American Mr. Clean, bald.
Oh God.
Grabbed me by the back of my. I was wearing swim trunks. Grabbed me by the back of these swim trunks and the scruff of my t-shirt, and then threw me out of the thing. And then the rest of the night, my t-shirt's all ripped up, but my hands are all because they had that rotten granite driveway and all this gravel in my palms and stuff. Anyway, it was worth it though. It was hilarious. Oh, and I got my sock back. They threw my sock to me. That day when this happened, I was wearing a brand new pair of kangaroo high tops.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that was funny.
Lord.
Oh.
Yeah, the things we see.
Jim has been. How many bars have you been thrown out of, Jim? You think you could count them? Probably a couple.
You mean for life or just for that night?
Well, he's been thrown out for life or for just the night. I guess you'd have to clarify
It's been a lot.
It's a lot. Too many to count.
Well, a lot of times it's not my fault. It's the people I'm with. But
Yeah.
Jim used to like to have a good time.
the landmark in Monaco, Wisconsin, life.
Oh, yeah, like you still remember it.
Yeah,
You're 53
well,
years
actually, if you're sitting at the bar, you start talking about what happened, they'd remember it.
Oh.
I've been kicked out a couple bars myself.
No way, Nikki.
Later, I got to throw people out of bar.
Yes, the head against the curb was a different night. Were you in a fight that night, or did you get thrown out of a bar?
Oh,
Guy smashes his face right on the cement curb.
It wasn't the curb. It was those parking things.
Oh, those
tires
parking
stop
things?
up against, yeah.
Was that from a bar?
No, that was in high school.
Oh, sorry, that one was in high school. Yeah, I get them mixed up.
But I was.
But he was drunk.
I drank a case of beer and decided to. I skipped school and drank a case of beer, and then decided at 3 o'clock to go back and ride the bus home.
Oh my God.
This guy that I don't particularly like, who's a football player.
Oh,
I tell him what I really think of him, and he shows me what he really thinks of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Jim went home looking like a raccoon.
Yeah, it was a
Did
learning
he break your
experience.
nose or no?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Without a doubt. Oh my gosh.
Jim quit drinking though. Not that we do much drinking anymore, but Jim totally, he's a teetotaler now. He doesn't drink at all.
I don't know, about 6 months.
About 6 months. He even quit
Good
drinking.
Well, it was just, I'm like, the amount I drink, the few times I would drink beer.
We haven't gotten drunk in years.
And I drink like 2 or 3 beers and I get a headache. I'm like, why am I even drinking beer anymore? Really, it doesn't. I mean, it's not any good for me. You know, I'm getting older, could possibly be harmful. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just quit doing it. And it doesn't bother. I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I drink beer. I like to drive the lawn tractor around and drink beer when I mow grass.
Oh yeah, that's the best time to cut.
Yeah.
And I stand on the porch and yell at her.
I like to be on my lawn tractor with an ice cold beer and nobody can talk to me.
Yeah, earbuds in.
Yeah.
Hear
Just
beer
my
radio.
own world.
Yeah.
I used to drink like a fish when I was younger. And then I'd never get sick. But a few years ago, we had this camper at a campground, which had a bar. And we had a yearly campsite there. And God, I was sitting there drinking. I was drinking. I could not get drunk. And this night, everybody was getting drunk. And I was like, I just want to get drunk. And I told my brother, I was like, God, I just want to get drunk. And he's like, this was probably about 10 years ago. Anyways, he goes, you want to get drunk? I'll get you drunk. So he buys me this thing called a Quick Carlos. No clue what it is, but it tasted like NyQuil. Anyways, I was drinking everything under the sun. Bloody Marys.
Oh, well, you can't mix them like that, Nick.
Oh, my God. I was drinking everything.
It's a consistent thing you're going to get drunk on. You don't skip around like Bloody
Well, I
Mary.
was drinking everything.
Even if you don't get drunk, you're going to get sick.
I used to be able to mix everything. It never bothered me before. Anyways, I did everything. And all of a sudden, the next day, it was my birthday. And I woke up and I was just puking everywhere. And everybody's like, do you want some Pepto-Bismol to stop your puke? I was like, no, I just want this shit out of me. Oh my God, it was horrible. So now every time I drink something, I think about that, you know. Well, a couple of years ago on 4th of July, one of my nieces is like, Auntie Nikki, you got to get drunk with us.
That's a good
I
one.
bet you're a blast, you know. And I was like, all right. So I did. I got drunk on Red's Wicked. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, I never tell my family about Poplar Picker. Nobody in my so-called real life, except for my family now, they finally know. But nobody else really knows about Poplar Picker, right? I'm a little embarrassed about it. Well, anyways, I don't want people to make fun of me, you know. Well, anyways, so I'm standing there. We're gonna watch the fireworks, and I start videotaping, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go live, Poplar Picker live. It's gonna be great. And my daughter's like, I'm like, come here, Brandy, I'm live. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, oh. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna totally Periscope this. And she's like, you're not doing anything, Mommy. Yeah, I was like, Poplar Picker live. It was funny. And then that night, but the thing is that they're all like, oh yeah, let's get drunk. Well, then I get drunk, and then all of a sudden the fireworks are over, and they're like, all right, let's go. And I was like, well, I thought we were partying, you know, because there's a band and everything. And they're like, yeah, but we got to go. And I was like, what the hell? So anyways, we're going out, and my husband got stuck in traffic, you know. And these one people were partying, and they're screaming and whatever, and I start screaming at them, woohoo, you know. And they're like, come on over and party. I was like, all right. And so I open up the door. My husband grabs me by the shirt. He's like, where the hell are you going? I said, they want me to come party with them. I'm going to go party with them. I was like, this is great. He's like, get back in the car.
Oh my God.
He just would not let
Nikki,
me party.
Sorry so much.
I was so mad.
It always sucks when you're the drunk that wants to party, and then your person with you makes you go home. Yeah,
I know. Because usually I can have as much fun drinking or not. So usually I don't drink because I like to make sure everybody gets home okay, you know. And I give everybody, I mean, people that I don't even know rides home, you know. But yeah, so the one time I went on, and nobody wants to frickin' party, and then he wouldn't even let me go party with those people that wanted to party with me. I was so mad. I wasn't done. I still had alcohol.
Yeah, I was ready to go.
Oh boy.
It's too funny.
Lord.
And I told my husband and my daughter, I says, all the times I stay sober and drive you guys home, and you guys can't even let me party. I was like, screw you guys.
I know.
You're on your own. My husband's like, now you know that ain't true. You guys are mean.
I haven't been drunk since before I had Brandon.
Oh.
Not like, you know, like drunk. I used to go out every weekend and then I'd tear it up. But yeah, I haven't done that in years. I don't even think I would know how to do it anymore, honestly. After we had Brandon, we went out with some friends, and it's like 12:30 in the bar, and I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of ready to go home now or whatever. Before, when I was single, I mean, you had to throw me out of the bar. I mean, I was right there till the last dog was hung.
I don't think I've been drunk since Brandon was born either.
Yeah, but no, probably at deer camp.
Not really. Mm-hmm. Oh no, that one time I was making those hot shots. Oh god.
Yeah, no, you had like all the guys stuff in deer camp, so I'm sure you got drunk.
Yeah.
We quit doing
once or twice.
Because we quit going to Hodag. So we never took Brandon. We used to get bad at Hodag too. Oh my God, Jim's quote. He's at Hodag. He's kind of having a fight with somebody. I'm like, geez, Jim, maybe you better lay off the alcohol a little bit, so, you're getting all wound up. And he looks at me, he goes to me totally straight. He goes, I'm only as drunk as I want to be. I'm like, oh, wow, he's faking he's drunk. Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know he had that ability. Well, he wasn't. He fooled me. Anyway, ended up getting a big freaking fight and stuff. Anyway. Yeah, I'll just never forget. He looks at me straight as can be, looks sober. I'm only as drunk as I want to be. I'm like, I need to be drunk. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, drunks lie.
Michelle M says Nikki might have been kidnapped. Michelle M, have you seen me? I'm pretty tough to kidnap.
My God. If you go to this thing, it's called Hodag Country Fest. He'd be there. He'd have no pants on, no underwear. He'd wear like this shirt that was kind of long, and then he'd raise his hands over his head and go, "Happy Hodag." I mean, this is a big campground festival. I mean, there's probably 100,000 people there. He just raised his hands up, "Happy Hodag," while he's walking around. Hodag is huge. If you in Rylander, Wisconsin, they have this thing called the Hodag Country Music Festival, and it's HODAG. And the Hodag is a mythical creature that supposedly lives in Rylander, which obviously is. But actually, it made an appearance in not a Harry Potter book, but that author wrote a series of books about like mythical creatures, and the Hodag is in one of those stupid books now. I hear.
Huh. All I knew was it was a big country concert. I didn't know anything about the Hodag.
Yeah, well, Rylander's Hodag country. I mean, because you have this thing, everything in Rylander is like Hodag this, Hodag that.
Their team mascots.
Yeah, the high schools, the Rylander Hodags, everything's Hodag.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
Huh.
If you look, it's the concert he comes to every year. I mean, I think he's done it like 18 years straight or something like that.
Wow.
It's way overpriced.
Well, no.
You gotta camp out.
You gotta camp out. I mean, how much we haven't gotten it for a while.
Because the camping is it's like $120 for 10 days.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to stay there. So, I mean, that's like, when you break it down by the day, it's and your tickets are included. Or do you have to pay?
Well, you had to buy me
one ticket.
You get one ticket because you had to buy me a ticket.
Yeah, you get one ticket with the site fee, and then you got to buy.
I want to say it was like $200 for the 3-day ticket for me or something. Does that sound right? $200? Unless you bought
for the whole thing.
No, for me, buy me a ticket.
You're like 100.
Anyway.
We have quite a few of
camps. Anyway, but I mean, it's a long thing.
It's kind of nice because they let you bring in.
It's expensive.
Yeah, they let you bring in carry-ins. So, and there's a lot of those concerts that don't let you bring in carry-ins anymore, but this one does.
I don't know of any.
I know. It just can't be in glass.
That's crazy. Mother's Mustache was doing research.
My daughter don't go to Hodag, but she goes to I think she goes to Country Fest.
Oh yeah, that's like by Eau Claire. Is that?
Yeah. I think that's the one she goes to every year.
Yeah. Well, tell her to go to Hodag. It's a lot more wild.
Yeah, you can.
Me and Jim
bring a cooler in the stands.
Yeah,
I mean, there you go, of your own beer.
It's a more of a party. I mean,
the
me
way
and Jim
Hodag just sounds Wisconsin. Well, they put out what about a month ago? They put out the drunkest cities in America, and Green Bay, Wisconsin was number 1. And there was 6 or 7 cities in Wisconsin that were on that list.
Yeah. I don't know how the hell Milwaukee didn't make the list anyway.
I don't know how Superior didn't make the list with all the damn bars we have.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's how you stay. That's how you get through the winter,
Yeah.
You drink. That's what we do up here.
Wisconsin is definitely a drinking state.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Hope everybody has a great day. What were you going to say, Nikki?
I forgot.
Oh.
Has Bridget talked at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's talked a little bit.
Those Seiko clocks. I got to ask Bridget. Is that one of those Seiko clocks on your wall?
Yeah.
Is it? Those look good on eBay.
Yeah, I wanted one forever, but I found it at an auction, so it's mine.
They do good on eBay, I heard. Anyway.
They do.
It's cute.
Me and Tara, we buy stuff at a good price that we want, but then we find out how much it's worth. We're like, yep, we don't need it. We didn't want it that bad.
Unless for me, unless it's got a horse on it, then I mean, I still keep it anyway. I figure my when I'm dead, they can sell that stuff off.
Yeah.
It's an investment. It's the 401k.
Yeah.
Sell that stuff off. I try to keep the best stuff.
That's what I say about my Star Wars and my collection and my Briar horse collection. That's my.
There you go. I thought about starting to sell my Briar horses. I probably got about 150, 200 of them.
Oh, wow.
I only have 40. I have a small collection, but.
Well, I started when I was a little kid. And then I haven't bought Briar horses, new ones, in years.
I don't buy them new. I always go find them at the thrift shop or.
Yeah. If I still find them, I still pick them up.
Yeah.
I can't help myself.
But I don't buy new ones. I just get whatever I can find here and there. Now, Star Wars stuff I'll buy new if it catches my eye.
Yeah. I just bought Black Series General Snoke in the box, and they were cheap at Walmart. I want to say it was like $2. Yeah, and it's a Black Series one. It's where he's sitting on his throne. Anyway.
Check that out. Next time
we better let Valerie go. I think Valerie's had enough. She wants to go to work.
There you go, Lynn.
Time to get to work. Snap that whip. Whoopsh.
Crack that whip.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a great day. Sales. List a lot. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.